Go live. We're going live, guys. Just 'cause I need a chat with somebody. Wow, I'm drunk, man. I know I shouldn't be and everything, grow up and that shit, but there you go. And it is Christmas. 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 Hard to say Christmas with no teeth. I'm not playing this no teeth business any longer. Give me a lick. Let me just do something on. Just like oh, oh, oh. Oh, it's so special. Hi, number 6. I've had a drink. I'm a weirdo. I don't know if you can hear the music. It's Creep by Radiohead. I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear it or not? I hi Lego. I had myself a little bottle of vodka, not a big one, just a little one. But I hadn't had a drink for so long, it smashed me. But I thought this afternoon I found it, and I thought, why not? About time to have start my Christmas party. Can you hear the music or not? Am I creep? I'm a widow. I don't want here. Oh, I gotta put the Hi Helen. Can't sing very well. I'm as bad as Yorkie at singing. Poor Yorkie. He does get into his songs, but like it's like whoa, great man. Right, let me do what am I doing? That's the only problem. Oh, excuse me. I don't I didn't put the camera on, but the thing is, probably nobody will even know I'm live. So 'cause when you ain't been live for a long time, when you do go live, um, what am I trying to do? More? Yeah. Post comment, hold, paste. Sorry, I can't do two things at one. What? Maybe. I think I put the link in the chat. I think I have. Let me have a look. I wanna be on you. Pin message. There you go. The link is pinned, guys. So you know, if you want to talk to drunk old me, you can. Don't know if you can hear the music, but yeah, I can. Oh, this is cool. This one. I don't know if you'll hear it. I'll turn it on. You hear it? The only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's Hi, Slayer. No broken dreams. walk along. Lego, can you hear the music or not? Oh, no. One that walks beside me. A shadow, I see only that song's my signature tune, Lego. Walk along. I just can't sing. I'm full of myself, aren't I? Wow, wow, wow. I'm learning this on the guitar. It's taking a long time. All right, if you can't hear it, I'll turn it off then because it's annoying. There you go. The link is pinned if anyone wants to come up. Open panel. Free speech to a point. To a point. We know on this channel when free speech turns into abuse. So, whatever. Hi, Kim. Hi, Sue. Yeah, I love that song, Sue. That's my signature tune. But if you can't hear it, I might as well turn it off because it's making me shout. Making me shout over the top of it. Or I think I'm shouting over the top of it. You know what I mean. Hi, Freeside. Oh, there's quite a few people around. I didn't think anybody would be around. But nobody's live. But it can't only have been me hanging. So I've had a drink and I'm a little bit drunk and Merry Crimble. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to everybody and all your families and that. Can't believe it's come round so quick. But there again, I haven't exactly been focused on anything, have I? So everything's been a blur this last 6 months to me. Just sort of come on and give you a platform, guys. Bah, humbug. Thank you, Helen. What's Bah Humbug about? Do you know, that's my favourite film. The original one. The original Oliver. There's a good film, that. And they remade it, and it wasn't as good. Like everything else, the original's always the best, isn't it? So here it is, Merry Christmas. Everybody's having fun. Yeah, baby. I was drunk on Lincoln's channel earlier. Oh my God, I don't know what went off. You know, like, this is why I don't like drinking too much, because after a bit, you don't know what you're saying. You know what I mean? And then you can't remember what you said. Uh, it's like, what did I do? It's like that losing control, self-control and self-awareness. Um, really, Lego. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a lot of stress, fuss, a lot of money. Everybody spends a lot of dollar and it's only for one day and that. And everybody's forgotten what it's supposed to be about anyway. It's all about Father Christmas nowadays, not Jesus. It's like you try and buy any kind of nativity scene in the UK now, and like you either got to pay lots of money for it or you just can't find one. It's all Father Christmas, reindeers, um, stuff like that. It's weird. chubby ginger fella. Chubby ginger fella. Was he in my house, Suey, or was he on the panel? Chubby ginger fella. I don't know. Sandra's chubby ginger fella. Well, it can't have been Bernie because he's not ginger. I know I have been up to quite a lot on this YouTube thing. I've had a laugh. I was chanting away on the street. Oh, was I dancing to carols at a Christmas tree with this? Yeah, I know you mean. Do you know what? I can't remember his name right now. A gay guy. He was gay. Not that that makes any difference, but um, God, that's a while ago, so isn't it? Yeah, that's good 6, 7 years ago. That is. Hi, Urban. Merry Christmas, my love. Yeah. Oh well, Lego. I'm sending you big hugs and positive vibes, babe. For you, to make you feel a bit better, if that's okay. It was a gathering. A gathering? Oh my God, sounds ominous. Yeah, I forgot the place. It was down Portsmouth, and they do it every year. They sing Christmas carols and all stand there and do that. And it's the first time I'd been there, but we'd had a drink and that and thought it was good fun. But I don't usually partake in shit like that, you know. Yeah, I know. To sing the Lord's word. No one knows what the Lord's word is the truth be told. Mankind ain't got a fucking clue about anything, to be honest. Make it up or surmise. I don't listen to any of it. La 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 la. Oh yeah, that sounds nice, Urban. Yeah, well, when you got kids, you go to stuff like that when they're little because they love all the lights. I mean, I do like all the lights at Christmas. Don't get me wrong. I'm not about humbug or all, and it's just changed so much in my lifetime. The meaning, the way that people are, everything. It's just, yeah, everything's just so. Even the language is different. There's words now that never used to exist. And like you're trying to have a conversation with someone and they're talking what I call the new age language and you haven't got a clue what they've just said. And half of it's abbreviated anyway. Fucking hell. Give me a break. I know I'm old, but don't rub it in. Yeah, because Urban, my problem was I couldn't find out on PayPal how you delete and block somebody. Do you know what I mean? And then eventually I found out how to do it and I blocked him. So I haven't heard anything else since then. But it was for like 3 quid, 5 quid, 10 quid. It's every 2 minutes. It's sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. Like he was sending out a spam begging text or something to, other people as well. I don't know. Bizarre behaviour. And he sent him about a tenner quite a few years ago because I felt sorry for him. I didn't really know him that well. And I thought, oh, I'll buy him a drink. You know what I mean? And then suddenly that started. So he must have saved all my stuff. Right. The older I get, the more life is becoming apparent. I'm at that level, I'm seeing things, and it's not UFOs or ghosts. Spam begging text. Yeah, spam begging text. You know what I mean? They write the same text, they write a text, and then just send it to everybody on their fucking PayPal list asking for money. So say they're asking for £3 and 10 people send them £3. They're fucking coins up, aren't they? Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But each to their own, whatever people get. I let people just get on with what they are. I don't try to change anyone. I don't actually judge people. I do assess and draw to my own conclusions of them, but I don't actually openly judge people unless they are like people that deserve it, like Rick Berry and obvious people like that. But I try to keep an open mind on most things. But Sue, you're coming to your awakening. We all awaken at some age, and things that you never used to know before, you suddenly know. Um, things you didn't notice before, you're noticing. It's it's a strange thing. Awaking, awoken. Now I don't like using that awoken word because it's too much like woke. People get mixed up because they're thick. But yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know what it is then, babe. Go with it and check it out. Make see if it's any good for you. I mean, I do the most bizarre things to make my psyche better. The link is pinned, guys. Hit the link. Come in, have a chat. Biddy bam, biddy bam, biddy bam, biddy. I might try a different. What is it called? There's a streaming app called Restream. A streaming app called Restream that I might have a look at because on this app they mess about with the music. They mess about with it so that you can't hear it properly. They scramble it or something. But on the Restream app, if you've got music on in the background, you can hear it clearly. So I might have a go on that. I'll see to that later on, see if I can do it. It's boring without music on. And when I put music on, it just sounds like it's underwater on StreamYard. It never used to be like that, though. It suddenly just went like it. Like everything else. They can't fucking leave note alone, can they? They've got to mess about with it. Got to mess about, tinker here and there, make it different. Leave it. Fuck's sake. I'm hectic today. Hectic. Well, my grandkids are getting money this year. I out buying 6 PlayStations, 12 fucking Xboxes, 95 bleeding donkeys. No. Now, Siri, listen to this, right? Humans are savages. We're still at the savage level. We are supposed to kill and eat meat and all that savage stuff. Even though we've made that into an easier thing for normal people to do is eat meat, just go to the supermarket, buy it. Don't have to kill anything or anything else. Deep down inside, we're still savages. And unfortunately, weak-minded people let that savagery come out to the point where someone sat pressing buttons to bomb newborn babies and children and things like that just to make a point in the world. What that point is usually stupid or whatever, but that's what happens because we're born savages, and until people can actually control their inner self, we can't spread the love. You just can't do it. There's nothing we can do. We're naturally born to be aggressive hunters. I would imagine originally we ate like the lions did. We killed it and ate it raw meat, blood. That's what we did, and what our bodies are built to do. And then when you get that, and you try and change everything that humans got to do, and try and take the savageness out of them, it doesn't work unless you're working on their mindset. Most things people do is down to their own mindset, and you can actually, if you work on it, this is the problem. People don't want to work on things and go, that's bullshit, I'm not listening to that. Oh, load of twiddle. If you work on it, you can actually control what you think. And that's a really hard thing to get humans to understand and do. It's not whatever doctrine you've been forced or where you live or what you've grown up with or whatever. It's a thing inside yourself that you can choose to do the right or the wrong thing. You can choose what you think the right or wrong thing is. That's why we've all got free spirit. So you can't, there's no way really to get everybody to understand any of that, because like 90% of the people listening have dismissed it as bullshit already. So I think it's going to get worse, Sui. Especially the way things are going. If food's going to run out, and farmers can't make food, and cows can't fucking fart, what else is there to do but just be human, which unfortunately is savage. Because the few of us that are actually thinking differently or peacefully don't get seen or noticed because there's not enough of us around to influence the way things are going. But don't ever go up in a spaceship because they can't get you back down. Fucking idiots. What the fuck? What the fuck is that about? And that guy that went down in a fucking cardboard submarine. What the hell? What the hell? You know, I mean, humans aren't even thinking anymore. They're just, I don't know. It's weird. It really is weird. Right, let me just read up on the chat because I'm chatting shit. Right. Where am I? Hi, furry. Hello. Yeah, right. Why don't you come up? I need someone to talk to because I'm wumbling on about bollocks. Well, you think that there'd be enough intelligence nowadays going around with these big warmongers in the earth, in the world that are causing all these wars, um, for them to do it virtually. I mean, why can't they do it virtually, like a game on telly? You know, and then people don't get killed, but the politics stay the same and everything else, because life in general isn't um, taken seriously anymore. It's not. Being alive to some people, they don't even notice what it is. But when you look at sperm and the egg and what your actual self, went through and the chances of you getting to be born, it's amazing shit, man. Completely amazing. People don't even think of that. They just want their comfort or their money or, and if we've got to kill a couple of thousand people just to get that bit of land to make my country bigger, let's do that then. Yeah, we'll do that. Because they don't even know what fucking life is. They don't. Hi, Nat. What is he on his thing, Yorkie? Hit the link, Natalie. Talking shit. I have a bit of a headache and going for a shower soon. Going grocery shopping at fucking surprised you got a headache, fairy. Here, our afters are doing everything vegetable for 8 pence. Potatoes, broccoli, um, the whole lot. All their fresh vegetables are going for eight pence. I don't know why that is. That's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Hi, custard tart. Yeah, I agree with you there, custard. Because we're born savages. We're born to kill. And it's just the way it is. Hi, Kate. And you can't change the DNA at the end of the day, you know. If we're born like you've got hunter and you've got the hunted. Hunted get born and run around panicking, what's this, what's that, paranoid, there he, quick, look up, look down, look round. And the hunter walks up, kills it, and eats it, right? Two different mindsets. They're both born to be that actual thing. So when you look at our beginnings, I mean, would you be able to fucking bring down, kill, and eat a buffalo? What the fuck? And apparently that's what they did.
Hello.
I know, I'm rambling poo poo. I know you don't like alcohol at the moment, but I'm a little bit drunk 'cause I had a drink.
Oh, don't worry, I've got a bit of alcohol.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah,
Fangirl Kate was darling. She bought me this and a bottle of Coke last night.
yeah.
Because some left over. Didn't you, Kate? Fangirl Kate is amazing. Gave me a Christmas box of lamb spiced rum and Coke. Bless her.
Yeah,
She's
it's
all
always resources or religion.
right.
Lego. Sorry, I was reading the chat, babe.
Sorry.
Lego wrote a book in the chat. Bless her. I love her.
Well, you know what I was talking about yesterday? Don't you think that more money in the government is spent on any kind of religious buildings than it is spent on people? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Pine?
It's spent
Like,
on war.
there's loads of money spent on all these buildings, brand new Jehovah's Witnesses, Kingdom of Halls, and all these different buildings, fine, grand buildings. Yet there's loads of homeless people. And it's like, why not use those buildings to house homeless people? such a good religion, why don't they, you
It's
know,
really deep. It's really deep, Nat.
any
That's why I don't
religion?
really do politics. But they send more money abroad than they spend on us, and it's taxpayers' money as
That's
well.
true. That's
But
true.
I want to leave it there because I don't really want to talk politics.
Yeah, it
I,
gets
I,
a bit heated, doesn't it?
you know, what I mean,
You should have seen my stream yesterday. It would have been still up, but it got porn bombed.
I
Um,
did it.
this guy was coming on, and he was saying saying to this woman on my panel because um, she didn't agree with like what's happening in our country, and well, the guy was threatening to bang her out unconscious and RAP her, saying he
Fucking
would
hell.
stone her to death and cut her head off and everything.
You see, that's what I mean.
Saying that the reason there is people coming over in these boats, they're coming to fuck us up. Fine. They're coming to
Well,
fuck
I shouted that years ago when it first started. If you look at them all, they're all young, fit, active men
Yeah, they're all coming to
fighting.
fucking kill us,
They're all
man. They're coming
fighting
to
age.
rape
They're
the
all
women.
fighting fit, and it is going to happen.
They're
But
coming to rape the women, oppress the
there's
women.
no point in me wasting my
Men up.
brain cells worrying about it. You know, that's the way I think. I'll, do what I have to do at the time.
Yeah, the elite always lines their pockets. Yeah, that's why. That's why they let these terrorists in, because they do deals with Middle East and they get money off these rich countries. And they like, oh, I don't give a fuck about the
Hi,
safety of
Cab. You all right? I haven't seen you
Not
for
Don.
ages.
Don. Way up, Don. Don's cool.
Yeah, well, I leave all that stress to someone else to fucking worry about. I can't be asked worrying about it because whatever I think don't matter anyway. So
I'm just worried
all
about
I can do
my
is deal
kids.
with the situation as it happens.
I'm just worried about my kids because some of these from Middle East they're like go for minors, don't they?
Well,
And I
my
don't
kids
want
have
kids.
already educated my kids against things like whatever could happen. So
Mm.
I still don't worry about that.
Oh, you always want bloody fuss, you do. She ate half of my fish today, and she wasn't happy. She wanted all of it, pine.
Oh, fucking greedy cow. Yeah,
Oh,
listen, I've been feeding a fox, right? He's huge. I've got to stop. And because I make food, I have a couple of mouthfuls and waste it because I'm learning to eat again. I'm doing really well. But I end up with loads of food to throw out to the fox. And last night I threw it out. It was actually sat waiting for it. I was like, fucking hell.
well, the foxes here, they're bloody brave, the foxes up in Nottingham. They're like, it was squaring up Bella. It was a huge fox, massive compared to Bella. And it was looking to attack Bella, man. My dog.
Lego is gorgeous. She's my top mod. Stop. Leave her alone. Ed, come in and talk crazy with us. Come on, I've had a drink and I need to talk crazy shit.
I think our government spends too much money on the buildings, though. Not in just one religion, in any fucking religion. They've got all these fine, fancy gold paints and all this fucking money
Well,
spent.
those, I don't know what they're called now, those old grannies that are carrying on about retirement age. They wanted money and the government won't give them it. Well, I'm one of them, right? Because when we was working, they told us we could retire at 60. So when I got to 50, I think it was 58, they changed it to 63.
Yeah.
When I got to 62, they changed it to 65.
Mhm.
So there's loads of old grannies going mental because they missed out on, they paid all their, we all worked, paid everything in, and they reckon they've been ripped off like 5, 10 years of shit, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I think eventually there won't be a retirement age. They'll just expect you to work and pay your dues until you drop dead.
Mm.
And food at the moment, where I am, absolutely diabolical. It's ridiculous. Fucking
Oh, you
ridiculous.
see that in the, if you got a
Packet
nectar
of
card,
fucking chocolate digestive biscuits. Nothing special, just a small packet. £3.20. Are you fucking kidding me? £3.20. Fuck's sake, man.
well, because of my kids are disabled and under, a family support worker, the school gave us some free chocolate biscuits and everything.
Well, you look it, fucking expensive nowadays. Fucking hell, when I was a kid, fish and chips used to be what you'd get thrown like 50 pence and told to go chippy and you'd get fish and chips. Right nowadays, you need a mortgage to buy fish and chips.
The schools are amazing. What my kids go to, they give us free food, man.
And everything's smaller. Literally. There's at least, right, Mars bars used to be huge and it'd take you all the time to eat one. They were huge. The
Yeah.
chocolate was thick and everything. They've cut at least 2 inches off of Mars bar, at least.
Mm.
And stuff like that, everything's just smaller. The packets are the same size, but the chocolate's fucking smaller.
There's nothing free in life. Yeah, but it's like people moan about people that don't work and they buy cigarettes and they buy
I
fucking
know,
alcohol.
Perry.
You know why the government likes giving benefits to people that smoke and people that drink? They pay more tax than people that work because all their money goes onto tax. You know what I mean?
When I
By
was at school, we used to get dinner tickets, right?
the
Dinner
government's
tickets.
not daft.
And I used to sell my dinner tickets for 15 pence. Nip out of school because we weren't allowed. We sneak out of school, go to shop down road, and they'd
Mm.
give me a cigarette, two matches, a packet of crisps, a can of Coke, and some penny sweets, like 20 pence worth of sweets, for 15 pence. What is 20 pence now? For 15 pence. We'd get all that. A cigarette, two. They'd only give you two matches, though. So you had to watch what
Yeah,
you're doing with them. And a cigarette. And
it's like,
some crisps and everything. You'd get well sorted out for 15 pence.
it's like alcoholics. If they showed up to a bloody interview, a benefit interview, and they was pissed, this woman went to one and she got more benefits. It's like if somebody's pissed going to an interview, right, and they're drunk, why would you give them more money to buy more booze? You know what I mean? Fine. They've
Because
got,
if they put them into the workforce, they're going to have to be paying out for days off,
what
not
the government
going,
just says?
fucking
They
up the
give,
job,
what
re-employ
the
somebody else.
government's doing when they do that, fine. They're just
Eh,
giving them more money to poison themselves quicker.
well, the elite want
They're
everybody to
expendable.
be
They're
numb
expendable
in their
for the
mind.
government.
They're trying to numb everyone and make it
They're
so we can't
expendable
function.
to them. Like, oh, fine, yeah, we'll give you some more money to buy some more poison. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
the government wants to kill the poor off. You know what I mean? It's like all that COVID was so people would sit home drinking and getting alcoholics and all that shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Suey. I mean, I used to start work at 5 o'clock in the morning and get home at 7 o'clock at night and look after the kids. And then I'd have the housework to do, like all the washing, the kids, and everything else. I had like people looking after the kids while I was at work, but I had it all to do and everything. Get up again next morning, 5 o'clock. Did that for years. And then when I was looking forward to retiring, they moved the fucking retirement age twice. So I had to carry on working, and that was a bit difficult because I'd sort of got myself all psyched up. You know what I mean? Oh, I can't wait because you spend your life working and you work all your life just to live. That is it. You're only
No,
working to
well,
pay for everything to live in, like your house and everything else. That's why you'll spend all your life working, um, just to be alive.
hmm
And you know, and the government started. I don't know why they started benefits in the first place.
yeah, but you see, the thing
Because
is, right?
in the old days, if you didn't work, you didn't eat, you didn't get nothing. So people worked somehow at things that people turn their nose up at now. Oh, I'm not doing that job. That's a shit job. I'm not doing that. And they get away with it. Oh, well, you can go on the
But,
dole then. You know what I
but
mean? And it's like, what the fuck? Make him do that job in the old days, whether you wanted to do a job or not. I mean, my work ethic was, I don't care what the job is as long as I'm working. Do you know what I mean? So I've done some really shit jobs myself, but they're the only
yeah,
jobs I could get at the time. But instead of going home, sitting on my arse and claiming benefits, I did them jobs to keep working because you need to get up and do something every day.
yeah.
So that mentality crept in, and now you've got it, it's out of control. And they give them too many benefits.
What about if people like volunteered, like in charity shops for their benefits? They'd be working, wouldn't they? And they'd be helping charity at the same time.
Yeah, but they use charity shops for people that are, what is it? I've got chemo brain. That have done something wrong instead of going to prison, they go on community service and all that. They use
Yeah,
charity shops for that kind of thing.
how do they? Bella, stop it. Leave me alone, dog. She's forever
Obviously,
constantly.
there are those that are actually trying to get work, but they're not getting the work. You can apply, you know, nothing about. And I mean, all these people back in the day that went to university and have got their degrees in this and their degrees in that couldn't find work. They
Yeah,
can't take on, let's say, a barman's job or a cleaning job because they're overeducated. What is it called?
I don't know. Some
Overcertified.
people do
They're
cleaning
not allowed
jobs.
to take lower range jobs.
Are they
So
not?
no. So what do? They've spent all their life educating themselves to do one specific thing, and they can't get work in that area, but they're not allowed to take mundane jobs because they're overqualified. Overqualified for nearly every other job. I mean, I'm talking these professors and stuff
Well,
like
my
that.
mum, she ended
I
up doing
mean,
psychology at university. She got a degree in psychology. She didn't end up a psychologist, you know. She ended up working in citizen advice centre, citizens advice. So basically, she's a supervisor and she helps people get money.
oh, don't even set me off
Mm.
on that, Lego.
She helps people
Don't
get
even set
benefits.
me off on that. I mean, I was a factory worker for the last 10, 15 years of my working life because, believe it or not, that's where the money was.
Like
And
if
it
anybody's
was
got their
like, I'd be
pensions, they don't.
the only English person on the whole
Do
ship.
you trust this pension credit? Because it says credit, right? Pension credit. If you get given this, if you sign up for this pension credit and you've got property, do you lose your property in your inheritance to your family members if you take on this pension credit? It makes me wonder why the way it's named into pension credit instead of a pension. You know what I mean? It's like the government trying to steal like pensioners' inheritance to give to their families and whatever, like their properties. It's like they want everything. They want to steal everything from the poor. They want to rob us blind, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure my dad, you know, my parents worked hard to buy a house, you know, want to leave that to the family, you know, for their grandkids and future. They bought that house because they wanted to pass it on. And the government has got pension credit, and I don't trust this pension credit. If you sign up for this pension credit, do you lose your home, your property? Because it's called credit, isn't it? You know, credit, you have to pay it back.
I don't really know too much about benefits, to be honest. I don't know. I know the farmers, they're trying to stop the farmers passing their farms. They've had the farms in their family for 200 years, and they're trying to charge them so much money for passing it to another family member, like their sons or whatever. Inheritance tax. They're going to tax them so much, most of the farmers can't afford it to
Mm-hmm.
start with. So a farm that's been in their family for 200 years is going to have to be sold to pay the taxes on the farm if they want to
No,
pass it
Chop
on.
Suey, that is not true. I've got my benefits. I spend my benefits for my kids on my kids. We have to take taxis and shit sometimes, and like transport to go to places sometimes, appointments and stuff, and it costs money. So, oh, thank you, Don. I don't think that chop suey likes me. I just have a couple of drinks at night time. And actually, Kate bought my rum, so you can say I didn't spend my benefits on my rum. People give me rum, you know, on YouTube. So I've got friends, you know. It's a Christmas present. So we feel
Yeah,
like
but
I
I'd
said,
rather have a farmer that's been trained to be a farmer and do the best kind of farming for 200 years than an elite fucking rich twat that ain't got a fucking clue what he's doing. Try and
chop
do it.
suey, shut the fuck up, you
They're just
bastard.
going to fuck it all up. They're just fucking it all up for the sake of it.
Don't have a go at me. Don't have a go at me, chop suey, because I'll fucking nail you out. I'll bridge you. I don't even fucking know you, chop suey. You're nobody to me. I don't fucking know you. You're just a keyboard warrior. You don't even come up on fucking panel. Just click, 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 click. How do I know you've got a fucking job? You're always on the fucking internet. So you go to work and you just sit there on your phone, fucking trolling on YouTube. Yeah, that's fucking doing work, innit? Shut the fuck up. You get paid for doing fuck all.
Don't take
You're
it
always
seriously
on
now. He's only
YouTube.
trolling you, darling. It's only words
I
on the
don't give a
screen.
fuck. I'll tell him if he's trolling on, if he's got nothing better to do than troll on YouTube, he ain't
But
fucking working. He's just sitting in a fucking shop somewhere.
it's only words on the screen.
I know, but if he talks to me like shit, I'm gonna talk to him like shit.
I see Marlene. Oh, yeah. I used to love that.
My son's playing a video game in the next room, so sorry
Oh, yeah. Saw it in
about
the
the
pocket
noise.
light. Got smoke in the eye. Oh, God. Wow.
You know what kids are like when they're playing video games, they get overly excited. Is that the real King of Belfast, or is it a fake?
No, it can't be with that name. What does it say? King
Peter?
Heads of Belfast or something?
Don't beta mean like weaker man. You know what I mean? You got an alpha, you got an alpha, and then you got a beta, which is a weaker one. A beta is a man who's like
All
weak.
right, furry. Oh my God, I feel for you after having to go shopping. The traffic out here is just chock a block.
Have you done
We're all
your?
acting up.
I've got
I
loads.
know.
I've got loads of chops and stuff like that in the cupboard, but I've got to do I'm not doing my Christmas dinner shopping till Monday. My mother-in-law's taking me Monday to Sainsbury's, and I'm going to get a turkey crown and that. I worked out how much it's going to cost and all that. Just for the main course, it's going to cost £66.53. I had a look. That's
My,
roughly how much it costs to make a Christmas dinner.
my youngest son's making Christmas dinner this year. It's his first Christmas in his new house. And we're all going round there and he's panicking. He's asking me questions and stuff like that. I said, I'll give you a hand. I won't leave you stood there by yourself trying to do it. He knows how to make a roast dinner, but I think because it's Christmas dinner and he's feeding the family, he's getting a bit panicky, you know what I mean?
You know me, what I've never done. I've never defrosted a turkey before pie. Never yet. I always buy a turkey crown 3 days before Christmas, and then it's like fresh, so I don't
Yeah,
have to defrost it. Because I
no.
always worry, if you have to defrost it on Christmas Day, or if it doesn't thaw out properly, and then fucking Christmas dinner's ruined, isn't it?
Well, you put it, you start defrosting it about 2, 3 days before Christmas.
Yeah, you see, that's what I don't like about frozen turkeys. It takes too long to thaw them out. And it's dangerous
Both of
cooking
them
it
come
that
up
way.
on the
Yeah.
panel, Mark. Hit the link, it's pinned. Open panel. I
You
gotta
know,
go
so
out and pick me up
it's,
a free turkey and ham. Lush, lush. Free, you can't beat free, can ya?
mm,
Well, I managed to teach myself to eat again just in time for Christmas. Can't eat a lot, but I can at least eat.
I'm going to
That's the
get,
weirdest thing
how many,
ever.
I've got 9 people coming over for Christmas. I'm
That was
cooking.
the biggest head fuck I've ever had in my whole life was not being able to eat. I could smell the food, I could see the food, I wanted the food, I was hungry, and I couldn't eat it. It was absolutely horrific. Never want to go through that again. It's the worst thing ever. I wouldn't even wish that on anyone. It's just the weirdest thing.
I need to get one of those baking papers when I go to shopping as well because the school who gave me this gingerbread mixture to make gingerbread biscuit and decorate it with my kids. So I've got to get some baking
Yeah,
lining paper as well.
yeah, they're really nice to do, but they're hard to eat, aren't they?
Yeah. What gingerbread man?
Yeah,
Yeah. It does. It does. It's got all the mixture. It says just add butter and that. And you need grease paper and I ain't got none, so I'm gonna get some when I go shopping. Shut up. I ain't being a mum. I'm talking to him. I'm not ignoring him, am I?
oh, go for curry, Lego. What kind of curry do you like?
Me, I'm not keen on korma. I hate korma. I like jalfrezi. I like.
I like
Fucking,
masala, chicken tikka masala.
I like the hot ones. I like
Chapatis,
jalfrezi and fucking
chapatis, and
breaded drosh and all that.
tikka naan bread, and
I like
a
chicken curry.
mixed kebab starter. That's what I could eat. I'd have that for my Christmas dinner if I want having traditional.
Well, she's passed now, but my dad's girlfriend, she used to do a leftover turkey. She made a turkey curry and it was bloody gorgeous. She got some cheap Asda curry sauce and cooked the turkey in the curry sauce and did some rice and that. And we had
Yeah.
fucking turkey
Hey,
curry.
listen, Lego. Have you curry for your dinner, and then have your pizza later with all your little bits and your chipolatas and your cheese and your stuff that you nibble in. Then you've got them both. Same
I wonder
thing.
if you could use leftover turkey to make sweet and sour as well, because sweet, like you can get cheap jars in Asda, can't you? A sweet and sour sauce. I don't
But
suppose turkey would be much different from chicken, would it? I
no,
bet.
what I mean by traditional suey is the um, turkey, roast potatoes, and all that, the veg and everything. Uh,
Yeah.
I see that as the traditional Christmas dinner. No, Lego's having curry for Christmas dinner. Yeah, Lego's having curry, not me. My son's cooking mine this year. I can't wait.
Well, not
I have
everybody
to.
likes Christmas dinner, do they? They don't have to eat Christmas dinner on dinner.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Uh, uh, Trustin. Hi, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, fine, legend. How you doing, babe? Long
I'm
time.
doing
It's
really.
been years and years and years since I spoke to you. I'm so glad I spoke to you now.
Oh, cool.
How you been?
Thank you. I'm doing really well.
Bloody
Oh,
hell,
good, good.
Mark, you've got some muscle on your shoulders, man.
Say
I'm just
again?
looking at your picture. I said he's got some muscle on his shoulders, hasn't he?
Yeah, I've put on a bit of weight since then, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
I've not been on YouTube for like yonks. I've been like on the background and stuff. I've never been in a chat. I went live about 20 minutes ago. It didn't go. It was like troll, 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 troll. It's all about me and Jane and blah blah blah.
Oh,
I
I
can't be asked
know.
with it. But I
Mark,
saw
I
you like
want to
I
before,
know.
and I remember in the old days, like it was you, Tim. I can't actually remember. Maybe like a few other people when there was a bit of music, bit of fun, and that was YouTube. It was great fun. Now
Yeah,
it's just trolling and doxing, and I can't be asked with it. But I saw you live. I just
no.
come back from holiday, and I got a night to myself. I thought, you know what? I've got to sell out a pint. You're a legend. I love you, Pine.
Oh, thank you. That's why
And
I haven't been live because of all trolling and that. But I had
yeah,
a little drink
I
this
can't be asked
afternoon,
with
so
it, mate. I can't be asked with it. I mean, even Natalie on your panel, I follow her. She does like karaoke, and I think it's
thank you.
amazing, like what people do for fun. Chop Suey, I can see on here. He's an amazing bloke. He'll support anyone. Top guy. But like all the crap that I used to go through on here, I left. And you know what? I've got an hour. I've got the whole night tonight. You know, I wanted to just come and say hello to you because you've not been too well lately, and I hope you're getting a little bit better. And
yeah,
if you ever need
yeah,
anything, I don't know how you can contact me. I'm sure you can through this channel, but if you ever need anything, seriously, you just contact me, yeah?
yeah. Oh, last night. Wait a minute, I think someone's at my door. You're gonna have to chat between yourselves.
Oh, no worries. Who's on here?
It's me, Mark. It's
Oh,
nice.
Natalie, how you doing, babe? You all right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm all right.
So why you're not singing tonight, now?
I can't at the minute because if you notice, my voice is a bit sore. I come down with a
Oh, no, I
flu.
didn't notice. It sounds normal to me.
Well, my throat's a bit sore, so like
Yeah.
I didn't try and sing at the minute.
You can have a little go later.
A what?
You can have a little go later on, maybe. Have a little sing up
No, I
or something.
can't. Not with this throat because I'll probably damage my voice more.
Rest your voice then. Rest your voice, babe.
Yeah,
for
let's
another
do
time.
it better after New Year, and then I'll sing when my
Oh,
my
that's good.
voice
That's good.
feels better. Oh, what are you
Oh,
drinking tonight, Mark? Do you drink?
I don't normally drink. No, tonight I'm drinking. Yeah, I've got a bottle of. It's called. I've got it now. Hang on, 1 minute. It's called Vineyard Cabin. I can't pronounce it. Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a bottle of wine that someone gave me at work, so I'm drinking that. I don't really drink.
Mm.
Hi, Pex.
Bella, leave me alone a minute. This dog never leaves me alone. She's always constantly jumping
Who?
up. She won't bother anybody else. She just bothers me all day.
Who? Who
My
does?
dog. My dog. She
Oh,
keeps
there's no
scratching
trolls on here,
me.
though, is there? That's a good thing. This is why it's a good channel. There's no trolls.
Yeah.
Don't speak too soon.
Oh, no, that's true. You know what? I'm not being rude. I just went live half an hour ago, just for a laugh, and I didn't even know any of the people on there.
No,
And they just want to,
I
you
know.
know, when like people dig for questions, like what happened with this person and this person, and like get on with your life. You know, just YouTube's a bit of fun. That's the way I look at it.
Well,
That's the way it should be.
I decided to have a quick look at Kitty yesterday, and I'll be damned if one
Yeah.
three
Oh no,
seconds
I
after
forgot about
hitting
her.
her live
Jesus
feed,
Christ.
she said my fucking name, and I was
You
like,
know what?
"What the
Oh
hell? I haven't even
yeah. I mean,
spoke to her for 2 years. Why don't she shut up?
I was in Wales. Well, I'll go there in like a couple of weeks, but I was there. I think it was about like 2 months ago, and we
They
got
get
really
obsessed,
pissed.
Mark. Yes,
And you've got
man.
a lovely figure, you know. Brian's got a lovely
Yeah, no,
figure.
me and Jane, we're doing really well. But like the thing was, we got really pissed one night, and she went on to Kitty's live, and oh my
Yeah,
god, it was a nightmare,
I
absolute
know. I'm
nightmare. And
sorry
I
for
said like,
her.
do what you want to do. I mean, I'm not like people think that I control her. It's the other way round. You know what I mean? But like,
Oh,
why would you want to come onto a website?
go and sit
Oh
down.
blimey, what's that?
You can't sit there. Why do you want to sit there? Oh,
No, what I'm saying
it's
is
horrible. Driving
why
me
would you want to go
insane.
on a website when it's like full of like trolls? So I guarantee you, in about 2 minutes, you're going to get loads of trolls on here. And if you do, I'll leave and I apologise. You know, I don't want to ruin
No,
your
silly. I don't take
um,
any notice. I
thing.
mean, there's nothing they can say that's going to affect me in any
I
way.
don't leave because the
I've lived a
trolls
real
are
life, you know
fucking
what I mean?
films. What I
I,
keep.
I've had real trolls, real life.
Mm.
Let me just read the chat. Gotta go over here. Lala, hello Lane. Anyone else that come in and didn't notice? Hello. Um, I've had a little bit of a drink, so I'm sorry. Oh, I haven't drunk for over 2 years.
Fine. I'm
Yeah.
not being lazy, but you've got great legs.
Oh, thank you.
I'll second that. I'll get in trouble, but I don't give a fuck. Fine, you're an
I look
amazing
different
person. You
without
just
any
carry on what
teeth,
you're
though. The
doing, babe.
hospital took my
Honestly.
teeth out. I was fucking furious. Just spent my life looking after my teeth, and they pulled them all out with all the radiotherapy. And I can't get used to it. I can't wait until I can get some new ones. I really don't even look like
New
me.
legs.
Well, they had to take them out, apparently, before they started doing the radio and chemo.
Yeah.
So they didn't have to stop halfway through and take them out. But when I saw what happened to my gums, I realised what they meant. But at first I was like, nothing wrong with my teeth. I want to keep my teeth. But they insisted, so I lost all my teeth. That's the first thing that happened.
Oh God,
And
you've
that's the
gone
only
through
thing
so
that
much.
bothered me, really.
You're not getting any falsies behind.
Yeah, but I've got to wait so long before, because my mouth's still not recovered yet. I've got to
Oh,
wait about a year and a half, 2 years before I can think of getting any falsies.
oh yes. Oh, have you ever had an impression before? I've had one.
But I'm still alive, which is the thing that,
This
you know,
That's the main
impression,
thing.
you
That's
gotta
all that
put
the
matters.
main thing, yeah.
to put this
Still alive.
mould in your mouth.
Bit like that.
What?
Fight another day. Get on everybody's nerves longer.
Yeah.
Anyway, Natalie, Pine, I've just got my delivery just come to the door. I'm going to shoot off. I'll come back in a bit, yeah? You look after yourself, both of you.
All right, darling. Thank you for
All
coming
right.
in.
Thank
And
you,
you look
Mark.
after
Appreciate it.
yourself, seriously. Heads up,
Bye.
yeah? Head up.
You're a cool
You
guy,
both,
Mark.
you look after yourself. You take care.
Oh, I'm glad he's a great guy. You know what I mean? I
It's
I
all
get
right.
dubious when people come up on the panel because when people come up on the panel, you don't know whether they're going to be abusive towards you. Or you don't know what type of.
No, I get really nervous nowadays because I get a lot of porn
I'm
bombs.
glad
I
Mark's
think
a
it's
good
funny.
guy. You know.
But I think it's funny as well. But it's just that if, say, you've had a good stream and people have come in you haven't seen for a while and it's been a really good stream, and then someone porn bombed you and you got to take it down, that pisses
Mm.
me off. But
Yeah.
nothing, no exceptional ever happens on here. So when I get porn bombed and I've got to take it down, it don't really bother me because I haven't
Oh,
really lost
totally.
anything. You know what I mean?
Chop
I
suey.
did lose it. Oh, big and
You can
juicy, big
answer.
and juicy. You start big
Big
and
and juicy.
juicy. Never
Big
heard
and
that one
juicy.
before. Some of these names are absolutely brilliant. I love some of these names that people come up with. You know what I mean? Some of them are just like, oh wow, how did you think of that? You know? Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I don't acknowledge your chop suey.
Don't talk
Yeah,
to him.
yeah, Big Juice is alright. He comes in mine. Oh, Eddie M. Excuse me. That's the rum.
We don't pardon pigs for sugar. Someone used to say that to me a lot, and I can't remember who it was. Isn't that weird?
Mm,
With chemo brain, you can't remember fucking nothing. If it's sat there talking away to someone, really into what you're saying and that, and then suddenly you'll think, what was I saying? And it ain't just a normal forget what you're saying. It's like you never can remember what you were saying again. It's fucking weird.
Pioneer, you ever heard from Becky Dux? I haven't heard from her for ages.
See you later, Mark. Thank you for
Is
coming
she
in.
alright?
No, I don't talk to Becky Dux off backstage or away from what you see on here.
Yeah, I
So
just wonder if she's alright because I haven't seen her go live.
no, I haven't. I think, like Mark was saying and I was saying earlier, at one point going live was just such a pain in the arse with all the trolls that I stopped going live because of it. Because I can't be bothered being porn bombed every 2 seconds. Do you know what I mean? It got
Yeah.
boring. And I thought I can't even fucking go live now. And I think Duck's got the same feeling. But what's happened to her? I don't know. Danny or Therapy's the one to ask, I think, about that. I
Actually,
think,
my kids are very well mannered. Well, the younger ones are. The older ones a bit of a geek sometimes. But he's still nice to me. He says sorry when he's been a shitbag. You know what I mean?
Suey, have you got Christmas sorted? Are you doing Christmas? I do see some people don't do Christmas, do they?
Chelsea, what am I actually doing wrong as a parent? I'm sat having a conversation while he's playing on a computer game. There's only
Yeah,
one rule. I can't join the game, can I? Because he's playing Roblox. So he's quite happy. You can hear him in the background. He's not
yeah.
miserable. He's making noises because he's playing a
Well,
video.
stop talking about it and then, because you're answering him.
I mean,
You're
you go.
acknowledging it.
Yeah, but a lot of mums go to these soft places so the kids can run off and play, so the adults can sit round chatting together. All I'm doing is the same thing in a soft play place, but I'm chatting online to you. I'm supervising my kids. I'm listening out for them and stuff like that, and turning my
Yeah,
head
but
round.
you're not getting your tits out and all that lot, thank fuck.
No, no, I wait till
You
they
know
go
what I
to bed.
mean? You're not doing your sexy dance or anything.
No, I only do that when I do that when they're asleep.
Okay. uh, can you shut the fuck up, this pig up? We
No, you
don't
can't
care
do
about your children like you do. Shut it. I've known Suey since I started streaming, to be honest. He used to be
that.
my biggest troll. And then he realised I wanted it. And we made friends. But now and again he does turn on me. Depends what I say. Who I say it to. But he's alright, Suey. I don't know why you don't go in hangout.
Who?
Suey, because we all know him. We've all known him a long time. I don't know why he doesn't
Hmm.
come up on the panel. I know, darling. I know you're sorry, Suey. But that's why I haven't really done anything now apart from asked you to just ignore him because he's one of my mates. If you know what I mean? He's only winding you up. That's all he's trying to do. Wind you up. They don't believe what he's saying. You shouldn't either. So just words on the screen, sweetheart. All it is. I mean, when people were telling me to die of cancer and naming avatars, Pine has cancer and cancer's killing Pine and all this, that, and the rest, I managed to ignore it and think, well, if they're going to belittle themselves to be so immature, then leave them to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't actually hurt my feelings because I wouldn't allow it to. I mean, it wasn't a time to be. It's not a time to be picked on when you're down. But it's not what happens; it's how you handle it. It really is down to how you handle it. And if you just ignore
No,
him
it
and
isn't
don't
weird.
even speak to him, then he'll get bored, I suppose.
It's a kiss thing. Oh,
Oh, Christopher.
what you been doing? Have you been out?
No, I've been upstairs
What you been doing?
watching YouTube videos. Yeah, I know, it's good for a cigarette.
I'm not policing you, Nathan. I'm just asking in general what you're doing.
Well,
I'm
that's all
curious.
right. Players.
Well, that Power Street earlier.
I know, but it didn't. You see,
I don't care if you hate me.
one statement did upset me, but I was really ill at the time. I was really ill at the time. I mean, I had radiation burns around my throat, and I was dying in pain. I was on morphine. I was having blood transfusions. And what Kitty actually said with Monty that day, someone sent me the clip.
I remember that players number 6. I will block you
That
next
upset me.
time.
Now, I allowed that to upset me because I was so fucking ill. I couldn't ignore it, and it was really horrible to me, you know.
Oh, look, it's
But
La Land. La La Land. La
but
La
now
Land.
I'm laughing at it because you know, fuck you. I'm not gonna die now. You cunt.
What the fuck is the tune up? What's the tune up, Eddie M? Yeah, Eddie M's one of mine, by the way. It's funny, Eddie M
Hi,
is.
Eddie.
It says, I used to
Hi,
joke
Lala.
and
Merry
say I'm going
Christmas,
to beat you,
Lala.
and he used to say, "Oh, don't promise, don't threaten me with a good time." Well, I ain't going to unblock you then, am I? Playing number 6. You weren't blocked by me. You was probably blocked by a rogue.
Someone
So,
hit the link, please.
Eddie M, come up, Eddie M.
Somebody, anybody, you can talk about whatever you want.
I like
Long as
Eddie
it's not,
M. Eddie
As
M,
long as
tell
it's not
you.
politics or religion, I'm fed up with that now.
No, Eddie M doesn't talk about stuff like that. Eddie M, come on, Eddie M, come on, Eddie M. Eddie M, Eddie M, Eddie M, M video.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Hi, Hillbilly.
Hey, and the hillbilly
Merry
rock.
Christmas,
Hillbilly
mate.
roll, stand in the line and away you go. Little bit of moonshine, a little bit of this. What's that song? Well, I didn't block you, number 6.
Natalie, are you sat on the cat or something? Oh, sorry, you were singing. I'm only playing before you think. I'm only playing.
I know. Actually, my voice isn't up that sore, actually, when I see you.
Oh, I'm so naughty
I might
sometimes.
go on the
You
stream
know,
and
like,
test my voice
all the
out.
trouble I've ever been in has always been my mouth. I've always talked myself into some kind of shit all over. Now my cat's going to start whinging. Oh, God. I'm too drunk for all this.
You know what I'm sick of? Stubbing my fucking little toe. I've hardly got any little toe left, fine, because I've stubbed it that many times. My
Well,
little
watch where you're
toe,
fucking going then. That's the only thing you
my
can
little
do.
toe has fucking
Wear
shrunken.
shoes. Wear slippers. Wear anything around your feet.
I don't like it. I like to walk
It's
barefoot.
not fucking rocket science.
I love my bare feet. I like to
Um,
walk barefoot. I don't know. You know, when I was a kid, I'm not joking. I used to live in a coal house. So, well, you know, when you used to Uber up, you could never get rid of cold stuff, right? And I just got out the bath. My mum said I was terrible. I used to walk around barefoot when I was a kid. And I always ended up with fucking black feet.
Oh, mate. Translator needed.
Transformation needed.
Ah,
Translator, not transformation. Oh, it's cute, my
well,
lad.
transformation later. Translatormation. Oh, no. I need a
No,
drink and I've only
definitely
got
give me
Bailey.
a baby.
And I can't
Which
be bothered going to get it. But I need to drink it.
all I want Evan, you little bugger. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go on
No,
my
I don't
stream.
know. Fuck all, mate. Nothing. Absolutely no. And I ain't got a clue who what is. Don't know him. Oh, did you go? Fucking hell. Must have been something I said. Must have been something I said. Woo. Excuse me while I light my spliff. Mmm. I'm old enough. I can do what I want. Where did you go, Nat? Where did you go? Where did you go? Whoa. Where did you go? Now I'm all alone. I don't know what I fucking said, la. I must have said something. Sometimes I don't have to speak and people leave the room. They think, oh, fuck me, she's here, I'm going. I've actually seen people do that. I've got such a strong personality, you know, so people can't handle me. They don't know what I'm talking about. And if they do, they don't want to admit it. You know, these people that walk around acting one way, but they're really another. I'm just raw meat. I see, you like it or you don't. End up, no fussing about, mate. I know which square I'm on. Well, I don't know how to do all that, players. I'll try and get my grandson to help me put one on a short or something. I'm going to my son's, Lala. It's his first Christmas in his new house, and he's doing dinner, my youngest son. Because my oldest son usually has us all round his house. He's got a big house, he has. So we're going round to my youngest one's for dinner. And then the rest of the Christmas, whoever will be popping in to see me, and whatever happens, happens. Yeah. My daughter's coming round Boxing Day to see me, so I've got to be at home for that. And then in 2 minutes, it'll all be over and done with, and everything will be back to normal. Well, Lala, as a child and growing up, I never had a family, so I used to spend I've spent a lot of Christmases, sat down the woods by myself when I was a kid, Christmas Day, and I'd walk round and see all the trees and the houses and the kids on their new bikes and everything else, and go back down the woods and everything else. I lived through all that until I was an adult and had my own children, and now I've got a family I can spend Christmas with. So I do appreciate every single one of them. And I appreciate having the chance to make my own family. Because that's basically what I had to do in the end. And I'm so happy I did. It is what it's all about, Sui. But growing up, I knew that's what it was all about, but I never had it. I used to stand outside people's houses at Christmas, hide behind a bush or something and watch them, at night when they've got all the lights on and they haven't drawn the curtains. And I'd see the kids running around. I was only a kid myself. And with their mum and dad, and I'd think, I wonder what it'd be like. Like watching Little House on the Prairie or something and wondering what it'd be like to be one of them kids. It was like that. But now I've got all my family that I can spend that time with. And now I know what it's like, but not from a child's point of view, but from the matriarch's point of view, you know? And it's a lovely place to be. And I love it. And I'm so happy I'm still here, to be honest. Turkey dinner pot noodles. Can you get them? Or are you just saying it? Well, this is what happens, Lala, when people are actually given parents. They don't know what they've got. And they abuse them. And then sit there whinging when the parents eventually turn their back. It's what it's not what you've got. It's what you do with what you have. That really defines the outcome of, especially with things like that, family and that lot. I mean, if you're a total twat to your mum and dad while you're growing up to being an adult, eventually they're going to turn their back on you. You can't moan about it, I just can't get through to people like her what it's like without them two people in your life looking after you and feeding you and clothing you and making sure, nasty people don't get hold of you and everything else. That protection, they don't appreciate what it is. And end up on their own moaning about it, which I've got no sympathy. Yeah, it would be nice, players. It must be nice, Urban, when you're growing up with a close-knit family. But sometimes when I sit back and I look at the problems that close-knit families have, like, especially cousins and aunties and uncles backstabbing and doing this and doing that to each other. And you go in your auntie's house and she'll turn around and go, shh, don't tell your Uncle Joe that you sold me so and so and so and so yesterday. So you sit there and you're looking at Uncle Joe thinking, I hope you don't ask me anything. I am going to say, and you think, what the hell? Perhaps it was easier without all that. Do you know what I mean? Perhaps it was easier without carrying all that family politics around. I don't know. I can only assume that sometimes some families do get to be heavy loads, you know, that you're stuck with and stuff. It's not all happy times, is it, with families? But I'm so happy that I've got my family now. I don't know if Bojo's going to be on her own at Christmas. I won't really wish anyone on their own at Christmas, but if she was, it's her own fault. She turned her back on her family. I mean, she's even accused her dad of doing absolutely disgusting things. And really, he used to be on camera, he used to be talking, he used to be trying to get to have something to eat. Hey, all right, Helen, I've made you a sandwich, and all this and that. So you can remember all this. It doesn't seem to me like he's ever hurt Bojo in any way, shape, or form, you know? So why would you do that to your dad? You know, why would you make up shit like that? And then whinge about being on your own. You deserve to be by yourself if you do things like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, you make your own bed and lie in it. I mean, that bitch right sits there and talks to me as if I've been in a cave for the last 64 years. I worked, I brought myself up, I brought my kids up, and now I'm enjoying being part of my grandchildren's lives. Some of my grandchildren are old enough to have kids, so it'd be a double blessing if I could be around when great grandchildren are here. Can you imagine that? So I'm in that situation, and I've got a dumb fat fucking bitch who's never done nothing ever, sat at a fucking old fucking desk with the decrepit laptop telling me, no, I don't think so, baby. It's like me walking up to the fucking pilot saying, move, I'm going to fly the plane. What the fuck? I've never flown a plane, but I'm going to do it. Well, fuck off. And then believing in herself that she's actually affecting me. Absolutely crazy shit. Yeah, so have I. So, Ian, you know, the only reason why I've got as much compassion as I have right now as a person at the moment is because I never received any compassion of a single soul when I was growing up as a child, sat on the side of the road hungry, people, thousands. I was only like 8 years old, so I was blatantly a child in the rain. Thousands of people had walked past me, not even looked down. So when I do see somebody on their own without backup or family or anything, I do feel compassion for them because I know inside themselves they feel like I did. And it's an awful feeling when you're sat in the middle of a graveyard in the middle of the night at 11 years old, and you know that you are the only person in the universe that knows where you are. Get that round your head. And then she talks to me like I'm a piece of fucking useless shit. I don't think so, Kitty. You go out and do that, man. And you'd have a personality like mine. The reason she's skint is because she's too fat and lazy to go and get a job. She could sit all day on a checkout in Asda's. Anyone can do that. Why not? Why don't she go and do something, you know? Where did I sleep? I slept in the graveyard. You know the graves that look like solid tables type things? There was 3 of those together, and it was quite sheltered. And I used to run in the graveyard at night because the bigger kids, some of the other older ones, they used to fight with the with the next housing estate. And sometimes I'd have to run in the graveyard when it was dark, and none of them would follow me. So I knew I was safe in there, safe from the drunks, safe from the street urchins. Nobody would go in there because it's haunted, but it was the safest place for me when I was a kid. No shame, morals, humiliation, or social understanding. Well, I know it was Lala, but now I'm over it and I'm the person I am and I've reaped what I've sowed. I'm getting good karma because I sowed good seeds. I didn't, even with the kitty thing, I mean, I've had my say about it, but I haven't sat there and wished her dead or wished bad things on her or cursed her or anything negative. I've just thought to myself, well, I hope she gets um, help, really. There's nothing else for her to do but get help. There's nothing I can do. I tried, got stamped on for it. Not going to try again. Not my problem. Fuck off, sort of thing. Yeah, it is a mental illness, and until she gets help, she's going to be like that. But I am a little bit scared because she's getting a bit too obese now. And you can see fat deposits under her bottom eyelids. If you get lumpy fat deposits under your eyelids, under your bottom eyelid, you've got fat on your heart. So I'm just saying, for future reference, that's all. But you see, as a wise old owl, you can't advise anybody in anything because no one listens. They just think, oh, shut up, you old git. You think you know everything and you don't. It's not. Sometimes I could pass on valuable information to somebody to stop them going through what they're going through, but they don't listen. And then I've got to sit and watch them do what I predicted and be there for them when it all goes pear-shaped. If only they'd listened. Now, you'll probably hear a lot of people saying that. If only you'd listened to me. Why didn't you listen to what I was saying? But it's like the free spirit thing again. Why do you wouldn't just take someone else's word as kosher all the time. You don't listen. And that's how it is. Yeah. What's that other one, Sui? My oldest son's wife, is it? She keeps accusing everybody of being one. The one where they've got to be the victim, they want to be in control and all that. I forgot the name of that illness, but she's definitely one of those. Self-reflects. Totally gets into someone else's shit for no fucking reason. Absolutely adores drama. Can't wait to start drama. But what gets me is you've got all these people at the moment doing jail time for things they've said on social media. Yet Kitty can sit there and accuse every male in the community of being a paedophile. She was talking about paedophiles when she mentioned my name yesterday. And I thought, whoops, I didn't hear that. Because where the fuck do we all draw the line? She's accused a few males in the community of rape. And these are things that people are going to prison for at the moment for saying on social media. And I think she's just so lucky that none of us can really be asked to follow it up. Hi, Lord J. Happy Christmas. Because she'd do jail time for some of the stuff she said to people. without any proof, without anything, just to say it. And nowadays, you know, people are getting in big trouble for saying things like, oh, so-and-so, you're a paedophile, without proof. You can't do it anymore. But she gets away with it all the fucking time. And I don't understand why, apart from everybody listening just can't be asked to follow it up. I can't be asked to follow it up. So I can't see anyone else being bothered to bother about it. But that's where she is. That's what she's standing in at the moment. Lord J, Lala wants to know why you've got them blocked. But do you know what I mean? It's like, it's total anarchy on the tubes at the moment. And, hi, Forky. Happy Christmas, lovey. It's come round so quick, but there again, I've been in like a void for the past 8 months, 9 months. Just literally living from day to day, not giving a shit what time it is, what day it is, or anything. Just doing what I had to do. I mean, it's probably a really boring stream, but at least you guys are chatting in the chat. You know, you got somewhere to chat. I still feel a little bit drunk, but I've calmed down a bit now. I was really giddy earlier, but you couldn't hear the music, so I'd turn it off. Because when it's on, I shout. My neighbours must hate me when I go live. Because when I'm arguing, like, with Sleater, I'm fucking screaming down the mic. I'm not getting angry. I'm just putting the voice on, yeah, fucking hate, that kind of thing. And getting her at it. And the neighbours are out there listening. It's not about you lot, but I don't let anyone know about my YouTube channel. Fuck that. Not nobody I really know. All right, Merry Christmas, Lala. Hope you have a good one. Thanks for calling in. I've got some Guinness and some Baileys for Christmas Day. What I'll do is I'll go to my son's, have dinner and everything, spend the day there. And then I'll come home and I'll drink my Guinness. I might go live, actually. But let's see how it goes. No, I noticed that, Suey. I don't understand the history between you or anything. And I don't really watch Natalie. I hear about things, but, you know, when I've had a conversation with her, she's always been amicable with me and nice to me and that, so. Like everybody knows, everybody's got an opinion in my chat. If you've got an opinion, you know, like, if someone says to me, oh, they're talking about me in chat, block me, can you block them? I'll say, well, no, just don't read it, you know, turn chat off, just, you're talking to me on the panel. Ignore the chat for a minute. If it's negative, don't answer them or anything, but I don't block people for having an opinion. Now, abusing, an opinion and abuse is two different things, but I do know the fine line between, and I know when someone steps over it. And I don't make a move until they do, when it turns to abuse. then I might do something about it. But until then, whoever has an opinion about whoever else, it's obviously gone off before I was here. None of my business, leave them to it. If one of them can't handle it, then they leave, don't they? That's the way it is. I don't need to intervene or get myself involved or anything like that. I like a nice, clear, sort of like, calm life. I try not to get involved in people's shit, but I will stick up for myself. She's married. Yeah, I know she is. She's got kids. But I think she's got a drink problem as well. I'm not sure from what I can pick up. I don't really watch Natalie. I've seen her a couple of times doing sexy dances. Apart from that, I don't really know what goes on or anything, but I know a few people don't get on with her very well. But like I said, that's not my dog's not in that fight. I only get off my ass for my own shit. If someone comes at me about something, then I'll sit up and take note. Otherwise, you can all pull each other's hair out as far as I'm concerned. It's nothing to do with me. Yeah. Yeah, well, you've obviously seen things I haven't seen, Suey, but sometimes you see parents and you look at them with their children and you think, I could do a better job than that with your child. What are you doing? Why are you talking to them like that? And some people don't realise, like I was saying earlier, they don't realise what life is, and that child's got feelings and a brain and stuff like that as well. It's weird shit, man. No. Well, it's like any kind of addiction. That person that's an addict with everything, anything from drugs to drink to whatever it is, gambling or whatever. At one point, at the beginning of their addiction, they made a decision in their own mind to either go for it or leave it. They decided to go for it and got addicted. Even though I have got sympathies with certain addictions, because once you're addicted, you're fucked. Nothing you can do. But initially, they decided themselves which way they were going to go. So it's their own fault initially. And then again, you've got the people that fall into addictions because they haven't got anything else and they feel like they're probably on their own. They feel like they've got nobody, they've got nothing. Look how happy they look over there. Oh, I'll go and take some of that. You know what I mean? And there's all sorts of reasons to get addicted. But I do actually think the initial choice is with yourself, whether you go down that road or not. Some people fall into it without even knowing what they're doing. It's a hard thing to assess, really. But once you have children, you have to realise your life is no longer yours. And in a funny sort of way, you are now a slave to that baby. From the second it takes its first breath, you have to do everything for that child until adult. Everything every day, whether you want to or not, whether you're well enough or not, whether you can afford it or not. You have to have that child and look after it and make the decisions that go with being able to look after the child properly. So if you start drinking after you've had a child, then I can't really dismiss that, because that's not right. That's what my youngest son's ex-girlfriend did. That's why we've got the child now and she hasn't got anything, because she still drinks. She chose the bottle. The one I had on the floor that time on that video, she chose the bottle in the end. And now she's in the gutter. And we've got the child. And the child's got us. And we're happy. But she chose it herself. No, I don't understand a mother doing that. I really don't. Always choose your children first. I mean, my kids used to have shoes, coats, everything. I'd be walking around with trainers with no sole in the bottom because they're that old and worn through. But I'd make sure the kids had shoes. It's what you do when you've got kids. It's what you're there for. So I couldn't have even imagined spending my money on alcohol rather than feed and clothe the kids. But there again, we're all different, you know. No, that's right. No, I've seen people like that as well, Suey. Unfortunately. I've seen all kinds of parents. I just knew that I wanted to be a good parent and not let my children go through any kind of shit I went through, and make sure they learn everything I didn't, and to make their life easier as adults. And they all three of them have grown to be decent, hardworking human beings, bringing up their children. I mean, one of my grandsons is in university. The other one's, he's 10, he's a born footballer, the local football thing signing him up for training. You know, it goes on. And if I'd have chosen to take drugs or drink, none of them grandchildren would have been where they are, or any of my kids would have been where they are. I would have fucked up the whole thing. So I sit down and fuck up generations' lives, 2 generations' lives, just because you want to drink. Sort it out. Sort it out, love. I mean, don't take me wrong. When I was 12 years old, I used to drink. I used to drink a bottle of QC sherry a day, and I used to steal it as well. But I was 12 years old on the street, and because I went round with these bigger kids that used to drink and stuff. But that's why none of my kids did anything like that. Yeah, I can't get my head around that one, Suey. I can't get my head round a government wanting its people to be poor and wanting its people to be homeless and hungry and cold. But it seems to be. That's what they want. And I'm trying not to go into it any further, because then you get the bigots calling you racist, if you understand what I mean, without having to discuss it, because, you know, not right. Really, really not right. And they closed down allotments. I don't know if you're old enough to remember allotments. If you had a council house, up the road there'd be a field somewhere where it was made into little squares, and everybody had an allotment where they could grow tomatoes or potatoes or carrots. You could grow your own veg and that. They closed all them down to stop people growing their own food in the late 60s, early 70s. So you weren't allowed to grow your own, if you didn't have a garden big enough, obviously, they stopped people growing their own food. And I would imagine in some of them places that was the only green vegetables they got, was what their dad grew down the allotments. You know what I mean? And you could barter with it and swap it for other stuff and that. They stopped. I remember the end of all that. They stopped it all. They just built motorways across land and ripped up ancient woodland and killed loads of creatures. Oh, it just went on. Just went on. Now, what is our country now? It's just a big soup bowl stirring round with loads of mess in it. That's all it is. I know, Sue, I know. It's like me and my eldest son were discussing the children's future, the grandchildren's futures. And we sort of talked about it for 5 seconds and then decided not to bother because it's too traumatic. You know what I mean? We couldn't get our heads around whatever's going to fucking happen, man. We just don't know, do we? I mean, all these drones, what the hell are they? Suddenly aliens exist and they're all over the place in drones. What? What's going on? What is going on? I must really order more weed. I need to smoke. I need to stay stoned. Thinking's not good right now. Why don't you hit the link, Sue? Go on, it's only your voice. We've all heard your voice. You used to do videos. You don't have to put your camera on. Even though I think you've got the best carpet on YouTube. Sue's got the best carpet on YouTube, by the way. I hope you know my mother was Irish and my father was a Scotsman. That's why I'm a fucking nutter. That probably is as well. I don't drink, which is weird. That's a trait I should have carried. Would have carried on if I did. Rambling Road. I think I might have talked himself out now. 20 watching. Hello, 20 people. Thank you for watching. I love you. Yeah, when I get better, I'm going to be doing all sorts on this channel. I just got to get my body better, and then the world is going to be my oyster. Not that I've ever had anybody eating oysters. I don't even look at one and think I want to eat it. It's weird shit. And why do they just swallow it? Why don't they chew it or whatever? Yeah. Life's not respected anyway now, Suey. It's a fucking baby. Do you know what I mean? They don't realise. They don't know. It is sad. It is heartbreaking. But there's nothing I can do about it. So I try not to worry about it. There's so many fucked up people being brought up by fucked up people. I mean, some of these people that make them kind of mistakes now, Suey, got brought up by fucking, you know, pissheads or junkies or whatever. And then that's where you've got, it's all down to your teachings. You have to teach your child things. You can't just sit it in front of the TV and then expect it to know anything. You have to teach them life lessons and reasons and stuff. So they got brought up by someone that didn't give a shit and sat them somewhere with crayons or whatever. But their parents were brought up by someone in the similar situation. So you lose the common sense type thing, you know, where they've never been shown or taught anything. So they literally don't know anything and only go by what they can think it might be. If you know what I mean. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yeah, I know. But all that's gone now, Sue. It's all fucked up, mate. We've lost it. We've lost all that, mate. All we can do is sit back and watch the fuck up, really. Because it's all fucked up to the point where nothing can be done anymore. It's just going the way it's going, and, you know, what can you do? No one else is going to come in, are they? Are they? That's not fair. So what happened to Velly? Where's he gone again, then? Is he not allowed on? No one goes live anymore, do they? YouTube's dead. I'm going to go over to Kick eventually when I learn how to go live on it. I've got my channel set up. I just don't know how to go live because you can play music on there. They don't even copyright you, and you play any kind of music. It's a lot better with music, you know. Yeah, that's the best thing to do, Sue. You don't need a kid nowadays, anyway. They're making it near on impossible for you to look after them properly. No housing, no heating, no fucking food. Well, I think I might call this stream a day, guys. And thank you everybody that came in, chatted in the chat and into the hangouts. And if I don't see you before, I hope you all have a good Christmas, whatever everybody's doing, and a nice New Year. And I love you all, and I really do. And in between here and there, go put the kettle on.